Hello! I'm actually going to be doing some nail art today. I hope the lighting's okay. It's been so long since I've actually done a nail art video. I have completely rearranged my living room where I do my nail art, and I don't have a light right above where I would put my camera. So I'm hoping y'all can see. One of the main reasons I don't do very many nail arts is because I feel like it's pretty repetitive since I'm not great at nail art and I just use like stickers and 3D things. So if you would like to see more nail art, even if it is using similar items, but it's always a different color, you know, similar items but still different designs, just let me know in a comment below if you want to see more. And of course my nail length is always fluctuating as well, which, you know, could limit some of the stickers I can fit on my nails and such. So today I'm going to be using this. It's a Funky Fingers, and it's called Mermazing, but I mean it really looks more snowy, wintry than a mermaid type style. So I thought if I put this on, I could put, you know, like a Santa or something on top of it, and it would kind of look like snow globy or wintry like weather. So I do have some makeup sponges and I have the stickers, which I need to open. So I've got some stickers, I've got the polish, base and top coat, and some tweezers. I think that's all I need. I'm not gonna go super crazy with the dabbing, and I'm probably gonna use the small end, so I'm not gonna mess with peel latex stuff. So let's get going. As per, you know, I mean, it's probably been 9 or more months since I've done a nail video, but I do like to show you guys how long it actually takes me to do a completely finished product. Before I was just having the camera rolling non-stop and editing out like drying times. I think this time I'm just going to show you the time I start and then later the time when I'm done. So it is 1:23. My phone doesn't say it, but it's AM. Not that that really matters. It's 1:23. I'm getting started, and then I will let you know after the completed product how long it took. So I have Orally Nail Defense Strengthening Protein Treatment. It is actually, it says you can use it as a base and top coat, but I will just be using it as the base coat. With glitters like this, sometimes I do like to use a peel-off base coat, but it never lasts me longer than 2 or 3 days. And with a glittery, like, you know, you can't really tell when it chips and stuff, I will be able to probably wear it through Christmas of next week, which is a week away. So I'm definitely, you know, trying to make this last. Hopefully it will be cute. So, getting started on my base coat. Now, because I do have very long nails, and to prevent as much as possible chipping, I do like to coat the underside, and I don't always take off the previous polish. As you can see, there's still some previous polish. But I just like to make sure I coat the whole entire thing. I do that with the base, and I try to do it with top coat, but I sometimes forget. But that way I can prevent as much as possible any breakage. Because I did today, this one, I bent backwards. It bent backwards completely, but because it was covered in polish, it didn't break. And this one, you can see it's bent a little a few times, but it has not broken yet. Alright, I'm going to dry, and then we will start with the main polish. So as I stated in the beginning, this is Funky Fingers Mermazing. I actually believe I got it at Five Below. They put a new store in my city. So what I like to do, one thing with these to get, you know, a better payoff, especially if it's been sitting around, you know, you can shake it up, but leave it, if it'll stand, or put it, you know, on a sturdier place, leave it upside down, like when you're applying your base coat and, you know, getting everything ready. Leave it upside down so that whenever, like, if you've ever seen a glitter mix, whenever it's standing like that, like the top layer you can see is just clear. So if you leave it up like this, that'll help some of the glitters that are stuck on the bottom from settling to make their way, you know, more relevant, be more in the brush area. And then what I like to do is go in once, even though it's not going to have a very high payoff at all. I just like to do one coat just so that I have, you know, a more of a solider base. I'm perfectly fine with, you know, making my nail polish very thick. That's another reason why I can grow long nails. I do hit them all the time on everything. Like, I will just bump my finger, but because it's covered in polish, it doesn't break all the time. Occasionally it will break, but like I said, today I bent this one completely backwards. Like, it hurt a lot, but it didn't break. It just bent backwards. I would like to see that, like, in slow motion, do that one time, because like it just feels so painful. I just wonder what it looks like, but of course you never see it in action. You just feel it. Anyways, I'm rambling. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with one coat of the Funky Fingers Mermazing before getting, you know, the payoff that I'm wanting for this design. So we're just gonna do one coat. And as a typical glitter, it's not going to have, let's just do this one so you can see. It's not gonna have a high payoff. That was actually a fairly good payoff. Not bad at all. But again, I did leave it upside down for the last 20 minutes or so. It's been upside down. And do not swipe the brush. So like with a normal polish, you would pick it up and swipe it so that you don't have as much that you can drip. So with these, you want to really coat it and just pick it straight up, and the whole brush is going to be covered. I know that wasn't focused, but I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to continue. So just for a reference, I want to show you my swatch. I just do it on random pieces of paper. This is the swatch that I did right off the shelf to see, it's not focusing it like at all, to see if it was going to be a good payoff or not, which is why I got the sponges, because look at that. It's 1, 2, 3 glitters right off the shelf. But by shaking it up, sitting it upside down for probably 20 to 30 minutes before actually using it, and then doing the pump and no swipe method. I mean, this is one coat. I have not dabbed. These were just straight out the bottle. Oh, come on. Straight out of the bottle onto the nail. Very good payoff. Very happy. So now I'm contemplating not even using the sponges because it's pretty snow globy to me. I'm gotta decide while I dry. Because, you know, I did the pump action, they are fairly gooey, so you do want to let them dry because the gel that glitters come in are like more thick and gloopy than a regular creme polish. So you do want to give it a little bit of extra time to dry. So I'm gonna dry right now. So majority of the time I just wing it, you know, I get the accessories that I'm gonna use and then I just wing it. So I was looking at these while they were drying. They're actually fairly dry, so I'm impressed with this Funky Fingers. It was not as goopy as some other glitter mixes I've had before. So it's actually, oh, scared me. It's actually already dry. For maximum payoff, but I don't think it's necessary to use the sponge. I am gonna do a second coat, and then after I put Santa on, because you know I was originally going for like a snow globy effect, maybe do a light coat over Santa so that, you know, it actually looks like he's enclosed in this snowiness. So again, like I said, I'm just gonna go in with a second coat of my main color. Very, very happy with 2 coats of payoff. It's almost like I did a sponge design. So now I am going to dry a little bit even longer than before because stickers tend to, you know, not stick very well to wet polish. So the drier, the better. Alright, so as I said, my, you know, main instrument to make this art, other than the polish, is stickers for today. So I have these, there's a handful of different designs. Some Santas with the bag on the right or the bag on the left. Some snowflakes, some, I assume those are Christmas trees, although they look like they're supposed to be like little hats, like an elf hat maybe, or both. And some bow ties. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 Santas, so that's not going to be enough for every finger. But I really like the snowflake as well. So if I could just, ew, it wasn't good. Maybe just put a snowflake or 2 on top. Might be cute. I'm not sure the green. Maybe a tree, if that is a tree. A tree and a Santa, alternate those. There's only 4 trees. Anyways, again, as I said, I basically just wing it. So the best way to do stickers is with tweezers. These are my current tweezers that I use for majority of my art. You can see the tips actually fairly dirty. And so you just want to peel it off and then you place it on whatever you want, wherever you want. I did read the directions. It came in a package with directions, and they said to peel it off with your nail, put it on and smooth it out, and then do top coat. But I mean, if you're putting it on a design, even if you think your nails are dry, it's still probably gonna mess it up if you tried to pick up this sticker with your nail, which is why I recommend tweezers. And see, it's already popping up if you bend the plastic that it comes in. So let's just, hey, stick him on here. And like I said, I might go in with another little coat just to see if it does a good effect. But for now, let's just get all the stickers on the nails. Okay. That was harder than I wanted it to be. Ridiculous. Some days I just don't want to cooperate. I just kept dropping everything. Alright, so now I'm going to go through and smooth over. This is really good that the regular polish is dry. There's a couple like right there. Anyways, you just want to smooth over as much as possible. Flatten them down. It's not sticking the best because it's such a bumpy surface. Maybe I should have put on a top coat first. But again, with the winging it, you never know what's gonna happen till it's done. Alright, I have finished the main design. You know, it's got like a kind of wintry background with, I did alternate trees and Santas. So it's Santa tree, Santa tree, Santa, Santa tree, Santa tree, Santa. And I put some snowflakes on these Santas. Can barely see them. I'm going to test out on a pinky because the pinkies are like the least seen, I think, of my fingers. So we're going to just test out putting a layer over top. So we want to actually smooth out the brush unlike before. Put it on. So I didn't have as much on the brush as I have been having for the regular coats. So comparing the two pinkies, I don't think it made much of a difference because I didn't allow very much to transfer over. I mean, the Santas are upside down, but I'm not seeing a difference. The Santas themselves actually have glitter on them anyways. So yeah, I don't think it made any difference, so we are going to cut that part out. We are not going to do a coat on top. However, we are going to do at least a minimum of 2 coats of top coat to just make sure that everything is flattened, especially with glitter polishes. They can be scratchy. So I have Super Chic or Super Chic. I think it's Super Chic, but it's actually Super Chic lacquer because it's like a superhero type girl. But it looks like Super Chic. Super Chic, not Super Chic. So anyways, this is the Quick Dry Ultra Glossy Taco top coat that was recommended by Simply Nailogical. This is her favorite and I've been using it. One thing I have noticed about it, after like a week-long wear, especially on lighter colored polishes, the top coat actually starts staining from, like, you know, normal everyday wear and tear and can get really dirty looking. I haven't figured out how to stop that. So as we go along, you also want to have your tweezers handy because the stickers can pop up once they have the top coat on top. So you just want to go through. You can also use the brush of the top coat, I guess, and wrap. See, I didn't do the other coat underneath. So you just want to watch the edges, make sure it's not going to pop up as you continue going. And this is the ultra fast drying, so it will dry very quickly. Alright, now we're going to let that dry, although like I did say, it is a very fast drying top coat. I could probably go ahead and go in with the second one, but since we are getting very thick, I don't know if you can see how thick it's getting, but it is getting very thick. I just want to make sure it has some extra time to dry, so I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit before going in with the second coat. Alright, it's almost dry, so I just want to go through and double check that the stickers are all down on every corner, because that is where you might run into some problems later. The stickers popping up. Also the edges, like there's a really sharp edge because the glitter piece, you can either flake that off, make sure to coat it in extra top coat, or sometimes you can just file down if it's just one little piece hanging out. That's one of the downfalls of this type of glitter. If they land on your nail wrong, they can actually be very very sharp and snag your clothing, scratch, you know, babies, or just get very annoying. That's the thing that gets me the most, just the annoying part of always having my nails catching on something. Alright, now that we have double secured all of our stickers, just go in with another layer of top coat. This should smooth it all out. Well, that completes the final look. I don't really care which direction my Santas go, so like I did alternate them, so that really doesn't bother me. I'm pretty sure it would bother my mother, but she doesn't need to look at my nails all the time. And these Santas are also opposite. It is very wintry, very Christmassy. From far, you can't really tell what it is except for like a silver background with some red and green. But it still looks Christmassy. It goes with the season. Very good. And just dry a few more minutes and then completely done. So let's see how long it took me. Alright, it is 2:27, which it was what, 1:23, so it took me an hour and 4 minutes to complete this look. That includes, like I said, all the drying times and application times. So an hour and this is completed. Of course, you could probably do it faster by not letting each coat dry in between and not applying so many coats. That is my problem. I apply a lot of coats. But that is my snow globe inspired Christmas design. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!